Hello, welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays. We are going to talk about artisan bread today. All right, so I just wanted to let you guys know that our entire Bakerview presentation is on bakerpedia.com. So go there and download this entire presentation and learn about the science behind artisan bread baking. Okay, this particular Bakerview was brought to you by Top Taste Onions and Abel and Schaefer with Masa Madre. Okay, so be a member and get these downloads for free. It's free to be a member, so go sign up today. All right, so what is so important about the science of artisan bread baking? We have all been told that artisan bread is all about the art, how you hydrate, how you fold, how you give it a long ferment. But why do you hydrate? Why do you fold? Why do you ferment it for so long? We covered it all in this paper, okay? This particular download that's available right now on Bakerpedia. So I just wanted to touch on some of the main points in here so that you will know what we will be covering. All right, so let's do that. So why is artisan bread so popular right now? Okay, because people are shopping around the perimeter of the grocery store. And that's where a lot of the artisan breads are, right? So people perceive it as fresher, more simple, more natural, that's why artisan it's a great time for artisan bakers, actually, if you get your products into the grocery stores, okay? So, do you know what's the two main things about artisan bread baking? Two things. Ingredients, process. One is not more important than the other. 50-50. As much as you put emphasis on the ingredients, you have to put emphasis on the process as well. That is key to successful artisan bread production. Okay, that's the whole science behind it, right? That's why we had this class. All right. One of the biggest points that I touched on during the Bakerview was, and it's a live stream event. We have 2 live stream events every month if you're a member, and membership's free. Okay. How do you read these things, right? So these are important. Artisan bakeries who want to scale up, and bread production plants who want to do artisan bread baking. Your bread farinographs are going to be significantly different from your regular pan bread. Okay? How different? Well, for starters, artisan bread flour is going to give you a higher water absorption, okay? A longer developmental time with a longer stability. These are key if you want to produce artisanal kinds of breads. Okay, those are the things to look for. More in the handouts. All right. And listen to my video and my presentation, because that's where the key points are to reading your farinograph. Okay. Always start with the flour. Okay. Why is flour so important? Let's see if I get this right. Why is flour so important? Because it's about 55% of your formulation. 55% of your formulation comes from this key ingredient. You get it wrong, your product's wrong. Okay, so don't get your flour wrong. Protein, ash, moisture. Those are really important things to look at. Okay, the science of artisan bread really depends on your flour and how well you know your flour. Okay? All right, what's next? Can you guess what's the second highest ingredient in your artisan bread? All right, water. Water is really important. 30 to 40% of most formulations. Okay? Need to know if you got hot water, soft water, filtered water, whatever water. Need to know your water. Okay? And then, third thing important about your artisan bread in terms of ingredients. Leavening system. What do you use? You use yeast, you use dried yeast, cream yeast, liquid yeast, or do you use a sourdough starter? Do you use, like what Abel Schaefer provides, a masa madre? What do you use? That's important. The quality of that is important. Keeping that consistent is important. Okay? So 3 things: flour, water, leavening. Okay? All right. And then you got like minor ingredients. Like these are minor, but these are important as well. When you download this particular paper, click on these things and it will bring you to the topic pages on Bakerpedia. Okay? Right. So we also touched about non-wheat products. Other grains. What other grains can you use in your artisan bread? All right? And what are the key attributes to look for? All in the paper. Innovative ingredients that you can use in artisan bread baking, right? So you can use wheat protein isolates if you don't have good quality flour. You can use gluten-free technology. Oh, I can't emphasize how amazed I am with the gluten-free technology that's available out there. There's this product called ReoFlex. It's a modified amylopectin chain. And if you need more information, just reach out to me and I'll give you more information on that. It's amazing. It's amazing. Use a little bit of that in artisan bread, and I think you're going to see an amazing result. Okay? Alpha-dextrins. Alpha-dextrins. We still don't know a lot about alpha-dextrins. But give it a try, and see what you get, Use it in the Tangzo method. I'm wondering why it will work in the Tangzo method. All right, and then heat-treated flour. Amazing results of heat-treated flour so far. I've seen some preliminary tests. Just amazing. Just give it a try. All right, 50% of the artisan bread making science depends on the ingredients. The other 50% is going to come from processing. Okay? Processing is as important as the ingredients. Do you want to know why? All right? Because the mixing, the fermenting, the proofing, and the baking, it's so important in the final quality of the artisan product. Okay? Many artisan bakeries out there do very little on the mixing portion and a lot on the fermenting portion, right? So you have to understand that there is a give and take situation on this equation, right? The more you mix, the more emphasis you have on the mixing process, the less you have to emphasize on the fermenting process. Okay, the more you emphasize on the fermenting process, the less you need to emphasize on the mixing process. And the reason is because of gluten hydration, enzymatic action, and fermentation, pretty much. Okay, the more you ferment the product, the less you have to mix. The more you mix, the less you have to ferment. Okay, and it's an equation. Okay. So mixing is important, fermenting very much so. I went into overtime talking about fermentation, and if you want to really get a bird's eye view on fermentation, say you don't have 2 hours to learn about fermentation, go to our fermentation topic on Ask Dr. Lin, episode 28, and I will basically summarize fermentation for you. Okay, go there. Okay, so we have in the process of artisan bread baking really important bulk fermentation. Okay, bulk fermentation is going to give you all the attributes that you need for making artisan bread. All right, I touched a little bit on that. I touched a little bit about pros and cons of bulk fermentation. Yes, there are pros and cons. Some people just don't have that kind of money to put in CapEx. All right, so read it up. All right, I've heard from a few bakers that makeup is really hard, and that's why they still hand form stuff. So lots of technology goes into this. People like Rademacher, people like Rion, Macatherm. Macatherm has an excellent stress-free dough divider. Okay, all these people, you just need to reach out to them. They have stress-free dough makeup lines that you have to check it out. Stop giving your workers carpal tunnel. You don't need to hand form stuff. Not anymore, okay? Final proof is important because you want to get those large holes in the bread. Okay? Scoring. Okay, scoring is another thing. Carpal tunnel. Okay? There are scorers out there right now. Water scorers, blade scorers, all automatic. Buy one of those if you increase your output. Alright? You don't want your workers to be doing this all day. And not only that, some of them do lose blades, and that's terrible, right? So there's technology to help that. The bake. You know, I'm a big fan of thermal profiling. And in my latest episode on Scale Up, we talk about thermal profiling using the breadometer to get a nice S curve. Okay, you need to get a nice S curve. And you don't need more than 10% arrival. Not more than 10% of your baking time above 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you have a problem with crust, that's a whole other issue. Okay? Bake up is different from crusting. So let's talk more if you have that problem. Right? Okay, cooling. Why is cooling important? Cooling is important because you need to get the internal temp to about 104 max. 104 max, okay? Then you slice it. If you slice it too hot, you're killing your slicer blades. You're changing your slicer blades some more. Don't slice hot artisan bread because you kill your blades, okay? Cool it as much as you can, but don't leave it out for 8 hours before you pack it. You're just gonna collect mold, and then you're gonna have moldy artisan bread. Cool it for not more than 90 minutes. Okay, that's key. If you have a vacuum cooling system, all the better. Cool it for 15 minutes and pack it. Whew, that's awesome. No mold spores there. Okay, so cooling is an important step. It's an important step. Packaging immediately as soon as possible is an important step. Packaging it with proper material that prevents water migration out of the bread is key to selling artisan bread longer than 1 day. Okay? And then put a quality program into your bakery that defines the artisan bread. Okay? Defining quality. What is quality? What is artisan bread quality? I also included a nifty graph to show you the effects of fermentation on acid, TTA, and pH. Okay, take a look at that. So let's conclude episode 17. It's a good one. All right. Let's conclude. Artisan bread production is really, really tough on a wholesale level. Wholesale industrial, more challenging. Okay, but thank you to our sponsors, Abel and Schaefer and Top Taste. Because of them, we were able to bring the Baker View to you and live stream and do a free Q&A. You know, they sponsored this entire session. So thank you to them. We are able to bring the science of artisan bread to you. We are looking forward to launch these different live seminars in the next few months, twice a month. We are all booked with sponsors already, so thank you, sponsors. We can't do this without your help. I'm so looking forward to this portion of our membership because it's just amazing to me that we have already 500 signups and 500 people are already, scrambling for this information. So thank you so much. And thank you for attending, and thank you for being such patient bakers. We are a community, we are collaborators, so we will help each other as much as we can. All right. Come back next Wednesday. I have a very interesting new offering for you, so stay tuned. Okay, so happy Wisdom Wednesdays. I'll see you tomorrow. Be back for Thought Leadership Thursdays with Maurice from EREX. Bye.